Hello, hello. Welcome, Sacred Sovereign Souls. I am Lady Drasmin. We are here on the eve of solstice, the longest night of the year up here in the Northern Hemisphere. And we have just wrapped up the intensity gateway of December 19 with the Three Eye Atlas Comet, the galactic new moon, new year. How are you all feeling? I slept for over 11 hours last night. I was so tired. I skipped my Friday night bath and skincare that I usually do, and I just took myself to bed because I was so freaking tired, y'all. And so grateful that I got a good night's rest. So, after a week of being up most of the days, not really sleeping well at night, just a lot of energy. And this past week, I co hosted the Claim Your Light Yuletide Summit. It was the fifth summit in a year-long series of summits that we started last solstice. So that felt really good to wrap that up. We had an amazing attendance at the VIP party yesterday. Our party went an hour later than planned because it was so fun. Hi, welcome. And so today I'm here doing tarot readings at Your Cosmic Connection in Peoria, Arizona. And I'm also live doing readings in between clients coming in and out. So I'm here present with myself, present with you, present with the energy, present in this sacred space that we all occupy. And I wanted to share a little bit about this Claim Your Light Yuletide Summit. So, it was a powerful year of clearing and shedding and removing anything that was left in our conscious subconscious that wasn't allowing us to step fully into our highest timeline. And now we are in this phase of the last few weeks of the 2025. Hi, everyone. Welcome. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Say hi. Say where are you tuning from. Hi, James. Thanks for being here. Thanks for tuning in. So, I'm reading tarot for everyone, doing a solstice special, end of year special reading, and donations are welcome. If that feels aligned with you, the information for that is in the description box. So, I'm just here. So, feel free to ask your questions, or I can just do a quick spread for you. So back to what I was saying with the summit, right? So starting on December 30th, there is a 22-day health in wealth challenge that I am doing with Lady Anika of Seeds of Divinity. And for 22 days, you receive a meditation activation to anchor in your dream timeline. So last solstice, we activated the dream timeline. This time, we are anchoring and amplifying that in our frequency. Hi, David. Thanks for saying hi. Thanks for being here. How are you all doing, my brothers? So, if you are interested in joining us in that 22-day challenge, the link to that is in the description of this video. So, I invite you to join us because it's going to be a very powerful container to prepare us for the new timeline that's coming in 2026. Now, the winter season does not end until mid-February. So, we've got a little bit of time to get our ducks in a row, so to speak, right? Okay, who's here for a reading? Who's here for a reading? I have this solstice seed reading that I'm offering, okay? And the reading basically goes into what seed you're planting for 2026, what will nourish it, and what to protect it from. So I do have a solstice special here. I also have a reading for the year end, a shadow to light alchemy reading because we are in the solstice energy, or just a quick alignment check in. Hi, thanks for dropping in. Thanks for being here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, Who's ready? Who's ready to take a chance and change the direction of your life into the direction that you actually want to be in? Where are you being asked to take a leap of faith and cultivate a little more balance in your life so that you can be in further alignment with what you desire? Where can you allow yourself to receive more of yourself in this season of giving and receiving? And can you see that when you give to another, or rather, when you receive from another, you are gifting them the gift of giving? Hi, welcome. Who's here? Hello. Thanks for saying hi. Hi, hi, hi. So I'm here today reading tarot at Your Cosmic Connection in Peoria, Arizona, till about 3 p.m. And I'm also here in between clients coming in, reading tarot online. So if you have questions or if you want a quick check in or a solstice seed reading, drop in. Hi, Joe Burrows. Thanks for being here. I love all these brothers coming into the chat. Oh my gosh, speaking of my brothers, okay, my soul brothers, I see you, I celebrate you, I honor you, God, man, kings rising. We had a lot of beautiful men come through the summit earlier this week, both as speakers and as guests. And I just love seeing the men rise. Okay. Like I love seeing my sisters rise. And I am deeply grateful to be surrounded by a strong circle of women. But I'm also seeing the circle of brothers rise. So thank you, brothers, for being here in the chat today. Mm, number 6, 7 coming in. What does those number 6, 7 mean to you, Joe? The Fool card just flipped over and the Queen of Discs. So, who here is feeling like it's time for them to take a leap of faith? Okay. Somebody here in the chat. My favorite Bible verse. I don't know if I have a favorite Bible verse, stay clever, but there are a couple of scriptures that I deeply appreciate. Yesterday, I opened my Bible to Ecclesiastes and it was talking about that season for all things. And so I'm sitting with that scripture right now. Thanks for asking, though. What's your favorite Bible verse if you have one? So, Tarot and Testament, right? Good times. It's funny because um, I do read the tarot and I do read my Bible, and I appreciate when these kinds of messages and beings come in. Ooh, 1 Corinthians 15, 1 through 4. That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Okay. Two of Wands, okay? Choices and decisions, okay? Very much the energy of solstice right now. Very much the energy of the directions that we take moving forward, right? And now is a time to just become really clear within yourself of what your resources and energy are. It's good to have ideas and thoughts and plant seeds, right? But we are in the season of winter. We're in the season of compost. We're in the season of rest right now, okay? The year does not end on December 31st, although the 2025 cycle does end, according to the Gregorian calendar. Hi, thanks for saying hi. Thanks for being here. Thanks for dropping in. Hello, hello, hello. Yes, I am doing readings. Okay, somebody here has been putting in a lot of work, and you're realizing that in order for you to grow with your work, there's a delegation, there's teamwork, right? There's more that can grow when you have a team, a trustworthy team around you. So, where are you being asked to communicate and connect with the beings in your life who want to help you and support you in moving forward with what you are wanting to move forward with? Yeah, good. I'm glad that lands. Hmm. Yes, hi, who's here? Who's here? Three of Pentacles still coming out. That energy, that message is still here. Okay, where do you need to allow yourself to receive support and recognize that teamwork makes the dream work? Yeah, yeah. Oh, uh-huh. Yes, 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 yes. Where are you tuning in from, beloved one? Hmm. Hmm. Are you caught up in your head? Are you caught up in your thoughts? Are you overthinking? Are you spinning yourself into a web of confusion because you're thinking too hard? Sometimes we can think too hard about things, right? Yeah, yeah, we can. And in those moments, it's important to step back and breathe out and recognize that the mind is a tool, but it can also be a prison, right? The mind can turn into a prison if we get lost or allow ourselves, rather, to get lost in the mental patterns, in the mental loops, rather, right? So get out of your head. Get out of your head. That's the message for you, dear one, is get out of your head. Yes. Who's next? Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Mm. Queen of Wands. Okay, so your intuition is on fire right now. Your intuition is saying yes. And I feel like this message is also for some of you who have been overthinking. Okay, the answer is yes. Trust your intuition. It's okay if you don't know how things are going to turn out. And nobody ever knows how things are going to turn out, right? We can hope for the best, right? I'd like to believe that we don't make choices hoping for the worst. We always hope for the best, right? So keep that attitude within your heart at this time, seeing that every opportunity is an opportunity to have a win-win outcome. That doesn't mean you'll always get a win-win outcome, right? Sometimes somebody doesn't get what they want. But if you have that attitude of, I'm really operating from a win-win frequency, then yes, absolutely take that chance on yourself, right? Because you got to live your life for you, because nobody else is going to live your life for you. Hi, welcome. Yes, I am pulling cards or doing a solstice seed reading if that is what you wish to receive in this moment. Page of Discs. Okay. The first thing I heard was go and clean your house right now. Okay. Go and clean your house right now. Like, seriously. Okay. There's too much. There's too much clutter. There's too much mess. Calling you to the filth about your filth, right? Yeah. Go clean your house right now. Okay. Get your house in order, because that's going to be what helps you come into a little more peace of mind at this time, is just cleaning up your house and making it welcoming just for yourself again. That's your guidance. Hmm. Who, this is the next card coming through. Who needs to receive this right now? Seven of Pentacles. Okay, you've been working very hard. You've been disciplined. You've been focused. You're not quite seeing the fruit. And the message is there's just a little more time of patience that is needed at this time. Just a little more patience, okay? A little more effort, a little more work, okay? But you're more than halfway there. You are more than halfway there, beloved one. Hi, welcome to the group. Welcome to the live chat. Thank you for being here. Hello, hello. Thank you for being here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, you've been putting in the hard work, you've been disciplined, you've been devoted, and you might be wondering if it's going to pay off. The answer is yes. It's just not quite there yet. Okay. You're not quite there yet, but you're getting closer. Okay. You're getting much closer. You're more than halfway there. Hi, welcome. Who's here? Say hi. Hi, nice to see you here again. Welcome back. Welcome back. Mm. Yes, I'm pulling cards, personal alignment card pulls, or doing year-end solstice seed readings. Donations are welcome. Thank you for asking. Hi, drop your questions. Say solstice seed if that's the reading that you want. Okay, I see that. Yeah. Okay, solstice seed. So the seed that you are planting is clarity and discernment. Okay, the seed that you are planting is discernment around the choices that you are making, right? Like, can I trust my decisions? Can I trust my choices? Yes, of course you can, right? Speak life into what you are choosing, right? Make that choice and commit fully to it. That's the seed that's being planted right now, is the committing to your own choices, right? Committing to accepting the consequences of your choices. And we hope for the best consequences. And sometimes those consequences aren't, exactly easy to accept, but that's just it is. It's just choice and consequence, right? It's not about right or wrong. It's about just making a choice and accepting that you made the best choice, the most heart aligned choice for you. All right. Hi, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Hmm. Any messages for Pisces? Okay. Pisces messages. Pisces messages, Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups is saying, okay, what was emotionally satisfying for you does not satisfy you in the same way anymore. And it's okay to move on from that and want more. It's okay to desire more. Um, this is making me think of at the VIP party of the summit yesterday. We had a shadow alchemy game, and one of our attendees brought something to the table. But as we unpacked it, we realized that the shadow was desiring more. So you are desiring more, more in your relationship, more in your money, more in your career, more in all of the above, right? You're just desiring more satisfaction in your life. And that doesn't mean that the experiences that you had don't matter, right? That doesn't mean that those people don't matter. It just means that, similar to what the chapter in Ecclesiastes was saying, there is a time and a season and a reason for all things. So, where are you just leveling up so that you can receive more of what you have already experienced? This is not a loss, this is an expansion into experiencing more of what you've already experienced, because you're like, wow, this is so good. I want more. And there's no need for shame around wanting more, right? There's some where enough is enough, and there's some who want more. And that's just part of being in the human experience. That's part of free will. We get to choose how much is enough for us. And that can change in the next moment. So, Eight of Cups for that Pisces message was coming through of, it's okay that you want more. It's okay to move forward because you want more. Mm. Hmm. What's the grounding action for the next 30 days? Okay, let's find out. Four of Pentacles. So, the most important thing that you can do right now for yourself over the next 30 days is to stop trying to micromanage and control everything and chill out. And also, like, look at where your resources, you're just holding on to things a little tightly. Okay. 'Tis the season for giving. We're in winter shadow alchemy season. So, right now, you're at a time where you're being asked to look at what you're holding on to too tightly and just let some things go, right? Let go of the fear that you're not going to have enough. Let go of those scarcity wounds. Let go of the hoarding, right? Like, where are you hoarding love, kindness, things, time, energy, right? Give it a rest. Give yourself a rest. Step back from trying to hold on to everything. Because when you are like this, right? If you look at this card, there's this guy is like hands in front of his heart, holding on to his resources, right? Just like very closed off. How can life give you more if you are closed off? So, the guidance right now is to share more of your resources, share more of your time, your energy. It costs absolutely nothing to smile at your cashier and say, "Hey, how are you doing today? Have you had any water?" That is a practice that I have in my life when I'm out and about getting groceries is I just say to my cashiers or the person checking out my bag or my chauffeur, like, "Hey, how are you doing today? Have you had enough water?" Right? It's those simple acts of just opening our hearts a little more that'll be really nourishing for you over the next 30 days, opening your heart to receive more of life. And you don't have to give any physical object, right, to activate that frequency of joy within you. Hmm. Welcome, welcome. Who's here? Thanks for saying hi. Hi, Runa. Hi, Lair. Hi, Coxine. Hi. You've got a whole bunch of numbers, but welcome. Two of Cups is coming out. Okay. So, this next message is about coming into greater harmony of you within yourself, right? Where are you being asked to pour a little bit of love back into yourself right now? Where are you feeling a little malnourished in that heart space, right? Because you've been so busy pouring into other people. We're in the holy days, we're thinking about presents for everybody else, but the season is more about presence, like being present in the here now moment over presents, gifts, right? But if you are giving presents from presents, that makes them even better. Yeah, a little bit of a tongue twister there, right? I feel you. I feel you. Ten of Wands. You have reached the end of a cycle. It has been a hard year, but it's over. Can you trust that the hard year is over and allow yourself to soften into the season of rest? The year is coming to a close. The worst is behind you. The worst is behind you, beloved one. Trust that the worst is behind you and things are going to be shifting. Look, Two of Cups again. Things are going to be shifting in your favor. Just take some time right now to pour into yourself. Okay? Take some time to pour into yourself right now. I keep seeing and hearing Ecclesiastes in my head. There is a season for all things. Hmm. Yeah, it's nice to just sit, right? When do we ever allow ourselves to just sit? without a goal in mind, right? Thank you for sitting with me right now. Hmm. Hmm. Hi there. How are you doing? Yeah, you are so welcome. Yeah, yeah, come on in. Okay, I'm gonna